Hi guys, welcome once again. So on today's video I want to share how you could have capitalized on the trade that occurred yesterday on US30, right? So this is just to give you just a glimpse of how I look for my entries. So if you go back to the previous week, you see that price did break a high here on the H4 time frame. As I said, the first thing we look for is our direction, right? So as you see, price broke this high and then left this fair value gap, giving us a valid break of structure to the upside. So we are essentially going to be looking for buys. So even though price has been breaking lows on this first part of the week, we know that because it's targeting this discounted area on H4, we are going to be still looking for buys. So the next thing you want to find a point of interest that coincides with this discounted area on the H4. So you can use your Fibonacci tool just to confirm that this is a valid discounted area. However, it's pretty clear to see. So as you can see, this area below the 50% zone would be where you start looking for your buy entries, right? So I'm just going to remove that and then drop down a time frame lower. Okay, let me just mark out this discounted area here so that we know where we're looking for our point of interest. So the next thing you want to do, you want to find a point of interest within the H4 discounted area, right? So I'm going to drop down to the H1, and then as you can see right here, there's this demand zone or an order block created on H1 that has a fair value gap and a breakout structure. So it's a valid POI for us to start looking for entries. So how I trade, I would have taken the trade right on that demand zone without looking for any lower time frame confirmation. So as you can see, I'll mark out this candle right here, and then once price returns to that candle, that would be my trigger for entries, right here. No, this one here. So this bearish candlestick here, this last one before the break of structure happened, that would have been where I placed my entries. However, for someone who looks for low time frame confirmations, you want price to return to that point of interest and then give you a change of character. So if you go down to M15, you can see that price did reach that level and then start changing character to the upside. So as you can see right here, price did take a high here, giving us this demand zone, leaving a fair value gap, and then tapping back into that demand zone and then continuing the buy. So you would have looked for something like this. So if you're someone who trades smart money concepts or ICT, you know that it's important for price to take Asian lows before you